Look like I might slightly adjust this camera to go a little bit to the right. Just a hair. All right, cool. Maybe that'll work out. Maybe. All right, so I'm back on the organ again. Um, so there are times where I just sort of just randomly just grab stuff on there, and there's times where I specifically want to work on something, whether it's new or whether it's old. Um, and this is how I do it. So y'all gonna catch me in my for real practice moment, and this is how I do it. If you want to learn how to play the organ and you're new at it, this is how I would do it still. Even if I, uh, you know, new at this or been playing for a little while, I still repeat the same thing over and over again. So, now if I had a music teacher, that would be a different story. Somebody's, I would go hang out with, and they would be like, okay, I'm gonna show you this, or I'm gonna show you that. Then it would be, of course, my responsibility to come home or wherever I can get the instrument at and go for the kill. Kill Bill. Y'all watch that movie, Kill Bill. Go for the kill. All right, or go for the steal or the kill, one or the other one, right? Whichever is clever. I try to set up the organ on depending on whatever it is that I'm working on, so that I don't have to play around with the drawbar settings as much. So I normally leave it the way I normally leave it, but lately I just been every now and then I'll be pushing in my drawbars, and now I gotta reset. For those who's probably wondering what my drawbar settings is, let me see. It, like I said, it all really depends on the song that I'm working on or the project that I might end up working on. For the most part, I usually use the two white ones. Start up the organ. Mine have a start and then a run. You just hold up the start for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 seconds. Let go, but at the same time push up run. It's gonna start your organ. Let it sit for a couple of seconds, and you should have sound. All right. Drawbar settings. You have a set of 9 drawbar settings, another set of 9 drawbar settings. Two of these are your one is your bass. Another one was just a little higher. Okay. I usually set that around about the 7. My drawbar settings, I set them around the 6. All right. My two white ones are out at the 6. That's my setup. On the B flat preset, the white one here, and the B preset. Remember your scale, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, right? So down here's my C. There's nobody home. It just pops up, and you don't get no sound. But if I go to the D flat preset, I get sound. If I go to the D preset, if I go to E flat preset, E preset, I get sound. F sharp is G flat, a G, A flat, A, and then B flat is the one that controls the first 9 set of drawbar settings, right? So I like that smooth, laid back. And then I have my two white ones out at the 6, and then I'll press down on the B preset, and then that's going to give me the next set of 9 drawbar settings. The next set of 9 drawbar settings, all right? All right, so then I will fixate that to my liking. So I got the two white ones out at the 6. I have the black one next to, I believe it's black, at the 3 for now. The white one next to it at 2.5. Oh, let me put a 2. This one here. Actually, you know what? Let me bring this black one up. I'm gonna bring the black one up to the 5. Okay, I'm gonna bring it to the 5. And then the white one right next to it, I'm gonna bring it to the 3. Actually, yeah, to the 3. And then I'm gonna bring the, I guess this is black right next to it, to about the 2. All right, and then this next black one next to it is at the 1. And my last one, I pushed it all the way in unless I want to get some highs. If I feel that that's too much in my ear, I'll probably equal it out to the 1. or push it to the 0, and I don't hear it at all. So the first set of 9 drawbar settings on the B flat preset. Okay, now to the left of that, you guys can't see it, but we have a knob that on mine has the knob for vibrato, chorus, C3. I have a V1, C3. I'm sorry, C3, V1, C1. I believe this is V2. And on the other side is C2. And at the top, I believe that is V something. V3. I'll be forgetting which one it is. V3. And they all give this different, vibe or whatever. So that's the C3 vibe. V1. C1. V2. C3 and V3, and this is without the Leslie switch on. Okay, so they all give their vibes on how you might want to sound. I play on the C2 a lot, or I mean the C3. I used to play actually on the C2, but the C3 I like it. That's just my liking, right? So it still has the same vibe. If I switch over to the next set of drawbar settings on the upper manual of the organ, all right, on how I might set up drawbar settings, same scenario. That's without the draw. Hitting these Leslie switch. All right, so it all depends on what sound you want to, what you're trying to do, right? Next to that, there's 3 little white tabs. We have off and on for the I can't say that. Vibratos, vibratos, rotos. Great. On or off. I don't think mine is working. Wait. I don't think it's working at all. I'm switching it out here and doing nothing. I might have to have somebody look at that. But the next one to it has an on and off, which is a swell. Now that one works. Off. On. So that one works for sure. Sort of work. Whatever. Alright, and then next to it is a knob that has the I think I'm probably have to call somebody to come and have a look at that because it's supposed to work. But anyway, it ain't. Yeah. Yeah, so my vibrato great is not doing nothing. But swell. Y'all can hear it going straight. So the swell works okay. My great is not working for some reason. All right, maybe I probably can figure it out myself. Maybe there's a wire that needs to be soldered back and connected. So I might go back there and look at it myself. And see if it's the wire is disconnected, and I probably can fix it myself. Okay, so that take care of the upper manual of the organ for the most part. Actually, yeah. So that takes care of pretty much the upper manual. The lower manual operates pretty much the same on how I might want to set up my drawbar settings. Now, same scenario. You got the C at the bottom. You get no sound until I go to D flat. I don't really care for it. I can tell. It sounds whack. D might be okay. It sounds kind of whack to my ear. E flat kind of strong. Okay, it might be okay for me. Okay, so the E flat is alright. So let me go to the E. I don't care for it. Let's try F. I guess F is okay. It's alright. Let's go to F sharp with it. Sucks. How about G? Let's see what G got to give me. It's alright. Sorta. It's alright. Let's go to the A flat precept and see what I get from that. Ooh, that sucks. Terrible. Let's go to A with it. Ooh, that's horrible. Yeah, that's terrible. Now we got the B flat preset, which operates this next set of drawbar settings. So let me see how my sound's gonna be there. Okay. Now, if I'm not feeling my drawbar settings, then I'll make my adjustments and say, let me push these two the white one in and the black one in and see what I get. This hides in my ear. The bottom of the last one, I'm gonna push it just a little bit more. I maybe not feeling that. I'm gonna push that next black one in. Maybe I'm not feeling that. Okay, I'm gonna pull out this black one and make it equal with the 6. Okay, that black one over here, I'm gonna push that in and see what I come up with. Okay, now, all right, that's gonna be my liking. Something like that, right? And I'll mess around with it to see which ones I'm feeling. If I'm not feeling it, then I'll make my adjustments, right? So I'm feeling the two white ones out at the 6. The black one next to it, I'm gonna probably press it into about the 5. The other two black ones on the end, there's a white one, I pushed it all the way in. I'm gonna push these two black ones in about the 5 and see what I get. I hear this highs in my ear. I'm gonna put the last black one in. That's helping a little bit. Alright, now I'm feeling that. Yeah, okay, I'm feeling that for now. Okay, maybe I decided to change that up. Let me go back up to the top. Now that white one, I'm gonna push that in because I hear the highs in my ear. Okay, so I'm feeling that. Okay, and then my lower manual. Cool. All right, the last drawbar settings, which is the B preset on the end. I have my two white ones out, the black one out at the 6, the white one next to it at the 6, the next one at the 6, the two black ones at the 6, and the last one, which is the white one at the 6. Now let's see how that come out. And I told you, sometimes I just don't care for the highs like that, but I'm for the exception. Can I get away with it? That God is good. That's when you're ready to punch. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Can I get take me up a little higher. You know. Yeah. So I got that set up for that specific reason, right? But before you get there, of course, you start out, get it with it. Well, can get it with it. The God. You don't want to be punching from the gate. You want to kind of work your way up to, it's good. Right? And then, so forth and so on. So I'll set up the organ based upon how much I want to give. So I got the two white ones out. Right? Now, I'm up here. Now, if I want to give it a little more, either I'll go to the next drawbar settings, which is the next move, or I'm going to drop down on the lower menu and give it a little bit more than what I had up here, which I had the two white ones. God said, let it be like butter, yeah. And then if I want to give it just a little bit more because I have this two white ones out in that black one, then I'll just give it, Earlier was right mellow, right? You know, kind of laid back, right? So I figure maybe I drop down to the loin manual and just give you the two white ones and the black one. There go. Right? Then if I feel like, okay, now I want to give you a little bit more juice, then I'll switch over to the precept and go to this one. Now, right? And then now if they ready to push, then I'll switch over to the B precept. And now that's when now I'm gonna change my bass line up here and go ahead and pull out my two brown ones on the end so I can give you the rumble. Can I get it with it? You know what I mean? I am all this kind of stuff. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And now I'm pushing, right? Can I get it? The preacher's going in. Stuff like that. Whatever. I ain't did preaching. Playing behind preachers like that in a while. Pushing it on. It's been a long time since my late pastor passed away. I don't really play preacher chords like no more hard. So I'm weak with it now. I forgot how to play preaching chord, but anyway, so that's how I would set up the organ. So I don't have to keep playing around with the drawbar settings and messing them up, and they don't work no more because I done pulled on them so much, and then now I gotta call somebody to go back there and solder them back together and put the wires, and it's costing the church money or costing yourself money if you gotta pay for that. All right. So take care of your equipment. So anyway, so sometimes I do random practice, but I preferred selectively grabbing something that I want to learn, right? And that's what it's all about. You want to learn something new or maybe something different. So y'all heard me working on a little project, the song called "I Love You Lord Today," right? So yeah, we all want to do this type of stuff. We all want to, we all want to sound like the pros. We want to immediately play like the pros, or whatnot. We immediately want to grab ideas from some of the top dog musicians out there. But shoot, before you can get there, for my beginner musician, learn your scale in all 12 keys, your scale, the number system. C, D, E, F, G, A, B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, or 8. And go to the next key and do the same thing. D flat, E flat, right? F, G flat, A flat, B flat, C, D flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. D key of D. Right? I'm doing one of my pedals, right? In my left hand. Because I'm not left-handed strong. But in order for me to get left-handed strong, I definitely got to put in the works, right? Can't sit here and expect that I want to sound like this musician today. Boy, hold on. Where's that at? Where? Here, coming through my ears. Hold on. Oh my goodness. What? 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 Good Lord have mercy. We want to sound like like the pros right off the gate, right? And who doesn't want to? I mean, I do, but I mean, but I realized, yeah, I need to start from scratch, right? To learn from scratch. Now, in the beginning, of course, if I had a musician teacher, a music teacher that say, hey, listen, I'm going to show you how to play this stuff, but it's up to you to practice. So here I am. It's up to me to practice, right? Listen to this and say, okay, what? So my music teacher said, oh, B flat, no, A, B flat to the B. And I have to set up, now that's another thing, set up the drawbar settings. Now I got to reset my drawbar settings because of the way it was done, right? So that meant that the keyboard player was doing solo up the top and then going to chord down low on the lower manual. So now I got to hear how you did that. Drawbar settings got to be refigurated based upon how you did it. So up the top. Yeah, so now I have to redo my drawbar settings based upon how the keyboard player did it or how the organist played his moves. And now I have to readjust to how it was performed. All right, and get close. But see, all of us musicians, not everybody, I'm just saying the majority of us musicians, we want to start out from the gate. We want to learn how to play like the pros from the gate. Like, really, for real. I mean, I was there. I ain't gonna lie, I do. I did, right? Still do, right? But it's a process. So to get the theory underneath your fingertips, to understand what's going on, so to speak, if he's in E, I learned my skills in E. Now, musicians are breaking rules, a lot of rules, meaning that you don't necessarily have to put the exact chords to the one, which would say E is the one. Know your inversion. And then your 2 is F sharp minor. And then your 3 is G sharp minor. Then your 4 is A major, right? All that kind of stuff. B, the 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the C is C sharp minor. And then you have D, your last, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, D sharp. It's just number 7, you play the diminished move. All that stuff. So you may have a musician that's breaking rules on the 1, on the 2, on the 3. In this case, this musician is breaking the rules on the 3. The 3. So he's playing A minor with a piece of the C diminished 7. All right, so I'm like, oh, A minor, breaking rules. Well, what was the 3 chord supposed to be? 1, 2, 3, G sharp minor. But instead of playing the G sharp minor, we putting the A minor there with a piece of the C diminished move. What? And then he's doing this little twanging with the knowing what your target note is. Your target note is B, but he's twanging 2 notes prior. And he just twang it. And then you're going backwards with the note. Backwards. Back up. And it's just a little twang he doing. Yeah, so you just twanging it. But bring it up higher. Now, how I do the organ keyboard is, remember, C is the beginning of the keyboard on the organ. C, C, C. And it ends on C. Begins with the C, end on the C, right? And these are 12 keys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm going to call this the low range. C to B again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 keys. I'm going to call this the low range. And then I'm going to go to this C to B here. And this is going to be called my mid range. Then C to B again. This is going to be called my high range. And then C to B again. And I told you the last note is C. All right, once again, 12 notes there. Now, this is kind of funny to say. This is even without knowing the scales, because you hear the notes. Clearly, you hear the notes. It wasn't down here. It wasn't down here. It wasn't here. So, this was half my battle, knowing that I got 4 fingers. Most of us should have it. If not, it's because of whatever situation you were born with, or maybe you had an accident, whatever the case may be. At the end of the day, I have 4 fingers and 1 thumb on each hand. So that eliminates my situation, right? Knowing that there's 12 keys per each section. Per each section of the keyboard. That's half my battle over with too. Okay, yeah, it's great to know your scale, but listen, this C, D flat, D, E flat, E, F, F sharp, G, A flat, A, B flat, B. You just repeating the note again, just an octave higher. C, D flat, D, E flat, E, F, G, F sharp, G flat, F sharp, and G flat, A, G, A flat, B, A, B flat, B. Guess what? You're repeating it again. All 12 keys, over. You just repeated notes, right? I would sound like I'll take this wording that Samuel Talbot said. It's just a bunch of notes that you playing. Were you doing it here? Or were you doing it here? It's just a bunch of notes that you just hit it. You just repeated notes over again. So when I hear the note, I'm like, oh, I know what I heard. Someone said too, if you can kind of sing it out, you may find it. Nope, that's not it. Nope, that's not the one. That's not the tone I hear. Oh, I found it. And then I listen to the other part. Yeah, and just do it a little faster. Yeah. Yeah, just a little faster. Yeah, you don't even actually really have to have perfect pitch to do that, because you hear the tone. If I hit this, ooh, 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 I mean, y'all try to get close to it. Ooh, do it again, right? Ooh, I can try to get close to it, but I hear it. You know. Right? I'll try to find it. Y'all get the point. I try to get to it. If I can't reach that tone, I'll find an octave higher or whatever, right? Anyway, so that's kind of how I'm doing that, right? Or I can have my music teacher show me how to play this and be done with it, right? Just go to my music book and open up the book, go to my electronic device and go locate it and say, hey, let me find this video that my music teacher shared. Hey, you do A, B, C, D, E, F, G, right? You know? So yeah, it's all kinds of ways that you can learn how to do things. Now, you can do it on your own, or you can get some help. And there's nothing wrong with getting some help. Now, my honey just pulled up, so she might try to interrupt my flow, but let me try to get as much as I can done. Right? And I'll just practice that. I just don't practice it in that one spot. I keep trying it in a different spot. I might even change the key. And remember, if it's an E, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. What's the number system that he's doing? 4 up plus 4 to the 5. And it doesn't matter what key I can do this, as long as I know the scale. And D flat, let's say we go to D flat. So remember, all I have to do is just remember the scale. 4 up to the 5. this in all 12 keys. Doesn't matter if I do it in C, right? Find the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 up to the what? To the 5. And just remember what the number was in the scale. So 4 plus 4 to the 4. 4, 5. well, I'm in E, right? I'm sorry. 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3. And I can do this in any key. Yeah, we call that transposing, right? So yeah, anyway. Right, so now what was the move, right? Now, that's just a whole nother ballgame, but practicing. If you want to practice on something new, don't, why this thing have to upgrade? I hate when it does that to me. Now I gotta wait till it finished. And I told this thing to stop doing it, and it still keep doing it. All right, it keeps updating my YouTube. I don't know why he doing it. I told it to stop doing it, and it's still doing it anyway. So, with that being said, let me see if he let me back in. When you practice on something new. That's what practice is really actually all about. Practicing on something new and not on something you already know how to do, because it's pointless. You're wasting your time. So, I heard the minor with that little trot with that F sharp. When he came down on the 3, down on the 3, 1, 2, 3, and the E. So he came down on that A minor with the F sharp. Then he go to the G F sharp, major 7. F sharp major 7. You now will have to also know your skills, and you also will have to know chords. Yes, what are the chords? Y'all, what are the chords? All right, so now I learned this formula back in 2019, right before COVID, right before we had the pandemic. Right about the same time of when my birthday's coming up, right? Somewhere around there, or which is coming up at the end of the month. But yeah, 2019, I will never forget it. All right, but I learned this new formula. Well, the new formula for me, right? Major on the 1, minor on the 2, minor 3, major 4, major 5, minor 6, then that A minor, and the B diminished 7, and back to the 1. Now, of course, do your inversions. Now, the formula that I was using was everything is on the 1. It's the 1. C major, minor, augmented add 7, diminished, dominant chord, major 7, sus2, secret sauce chord, D7, D7 sus4, C sus4, taking a fifth of that note scale, put it on the bottom, and I have a G7 sus4, the secret sauce chord. And then my tritone. I will practice the tritone in all 12 keys. What? Yes, there's a reason for the madness. I'll repeat that again. And I will do this in all 12 keys. Major, inversions. Minor, inversions. From wherever on this keyboard, just in different spots. Right? Because you never know how the keyboard player might voice his chords. So I have the major move, minor move, back to the major move, sharp to 5, augmented, add 7 in the scale of C. See, I don't like them highs in my ear. Back to the major move. Everything's built off your major move. Major on the 1, minor, C minor on the 1. I want to go back to my major chord. I want to do another chord, augmented, sharp 5. I want to add the 7, bonus. So now I have major, minor, augmented, add 7. Right, this is a C7 sharp 5. C major 7 sharp 5. C major, that's the 7. Right now we have a C major 7. But if I sharp the 5, it will be what? C major 7 sharp 5. C major 7 sharp 5. There's a reason for the madness. Remember the tritone? There's the chord. Can I get a witness in D flat? That God is good. I told you there's a reason for the madness. That God said let it be light. And here that chord come from C major sharp 5 at the 7. C major 7 sharp 5. With the tritone, what I told you, practice your tritones. There's a reason for the madness. And here you go. And matter of fact, you could do this in C sharp and D flat, and also in the key of E because they share the same chords. C sharp, D flat to E, F sharp, B. They share the same chords. The same chord I put right here, I can do it in C sharp and D flat on the what? The 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I also can do it on the 1 up in D. Well, you know, this we call it the +1. So I can go from D to A flat. What? Experimenting. It was an accident, y'all. So everything is built off your major chord. Major, minor, augmented. Everything built off the major chord. Major, minor, half step back. I got a C minor. Go back to my major chord. Of course, make sure you do your inversion. So I got the major move, minor move, half step back to third. Major move. Now I want to do an augmented chord. C augmented, sharp 5. Of course, do your inversion. I want to do the sharp 5. I want to add the 7. I have a C major 7, sharp 5. C major 7, sharp the 5. Now, if I want to flat the 5 or go back to the regular 5, that would just be the C major 7 chord. But if I want to flat the 5, I just flat the 5, and I still got my 7 at the top. It's still a what? C major 7, flat 5. C major 7, flat 5, flat 5, because you flat the 5. And guess what? Preach a chord again. Or both of them. However you want to voice it. Or however you want to split the hand. However you want to split the hand. Split the hand with 2 chords. I just took my C tritone, put the C up here. I have a C tritone, F sharp tritone. That's why I say practice. Because he's going to do this in a few minutes. Alright. So after he did the, now I got to reset my drum. I set it up. Minus A minor with a piece of the F sharp there, which is a piece of the C diminished 7. Alright, so he plays it. Then he goes to the F sharp major 7 because we're in the E. And remember, these are the same chords I can use once again. I can do this in the key of A flat on the 1. I can go to the 5 with it on